This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi, so myself Vincent. Today I'm going to teach about talent training. So I am from Uplatz. Today we'll discuss about total talent basics things today. Okay, so these are the course contents we are covering in the talent training. So here talent is a open studio. So talent open source. So anyone can download without any cost. So freeware actually here. And if you have the license version also will be there. But same all components almost same only. But coming to enterprise version, it will have some words, some more uh, components they will add actually. Apart from that, remaining all are same. Okay, so today we'll cover these topics: overview of talent open studio for data integration, then ETL concepts, then data warehousing concepts. Okay, so then these are the uh, course contents. So why we need talent, and then we go for talent futures, talent advantages, and talent installation and system requirement, then GUI layout, so talent designer, and understanding its basic features, and what is the usage of this talent tool in the market in the ETL domain. Okay, important areas of talent architecture, uh, then workspace. These are the internal components of the talent. So workspace, job, metadata. So how to connect the components, one component to another component. That is about a linking of components. Okay. So these are the talent, how we, these are the components normally in our course we are covering. So these are the main for building any business rules you want to apply in the ETL level. So we need these components, regularly used components. So these are the T map, that is one component, is very powerful component, and T join. So you can join the tables, you can join the tables versus files, heterogeneous sources, database, one database to another database you can join. Then like this we have the filter. So filter the records, T sort row, T aggregate row, T replicate, T split, lookup, T lookup actually, and T row generate. Okay, so then we'll go for the somewhat how we need to transform your business normally. So how you want to some rules, suppose you want to, based on the triggers, means based on the, if the record is exist, then I want to run my job. Okay, so those kind of things you can have the triggers we have. And then these are the context variables. What does the mean means, in real time we'll have the different environments will be there. One is development, another one is QA, another one is production. So we have different type of environments will be there. So for that we will have the different values. Suppose in development you are using one database, test environment. So you can load the data in test environment. And later stage, you have, if you are moving the code to QA, their database server details will be different. And then you will promote the code to production, actual production environment. There your database username, password, and connection string will be different actually. So in that case, you need to every time again you need to change the code again actually. So to avoid those kind of situations, we will go for context variables. Okay, this context variables will be very so useful actually. So we can directly, without touching our code, through external file, if you change there, automatically it will reflect in your when you are running the job, it will take from the values from the file. Okay, and these are the functions. So means in a transform stage, if you want to transform the jobs normally, so we have the different functions will be there: date functions, string functions, numeric functions. Okay, so other apart from some other functions will be there. So those also you can cover it. And accessing job level, component level within the job. So we have the sub job will be there, main job will be there. So those kind of information will cover. And next is to converting the data types. So means you want suppose a string to date or date to string or number to decimal. Okay, from a number to you want to convert as a date. Okay, so those kind of typecast we call actually to convert one data type to another data type. We'll go for this uh, typecasting actually. So then looping components. So looping means these are the advanced components. So if you want to loop your job for n number of times, we'll have the t loop and t for. Okay, and we have the t file list and then t run job. These are the some advanced jobs. Suppose if you have the run job in multiple, suppose you want to run one job then another next job. After completing the one job you want to run another job. This we'll see in detail in later class. And next, t file list. T file list is for if you want to process all files at a time, you can go for the t file list. And next, how to schedule and run talent da jobs. So in your suppose you can export your talent jobs and you can schedule the jobs in Windows or Unix environment, and you can run the job without a talent tool actually. Okay, so that is one thing. So you can schedule the jobs. Normally your tag will be there, tag tool will be there. So that is a licensed one actually. Okay, so TAC tag. So that tool we are not providing here because we are using open source. Okay, so I will explain you some slides on the tag at the end of the course, how we can schedule the jobs and how to import the jobs there. Okay, next these are the and different the talent will communicate with the different types of what we call sources. So it will communicate with the files, it will communicate with the XML files, it will communicate with the JSON files. You can read data from the source and you can read and load data from the file or XML. Okay, anything. So and next these are the context variables. We have the global context variables will be there, normal context will be there. So we'll go for next. So next we'll go for the best practices. So when you are building the any job, so how we need to build actually. So that is a, so when the creating the job also, it should be in some proper format and proper way actually. Okay, so suppose you developed your job, you run the job, later stage if it is failed in between, so other developer also they need to understand your code actually. Okay, and your job should complete in within the time frame actually. So like that way your job should follow the guidelines. Okay, that is the one thing. And these are the, we'll go for the talent architecture also. So what is the talent architecture, then how to kill the job, and how to connect to the databases, and how to connect the files. Okay, and if you are getting any error, how to restart the job, and how to handle the error handling. So these kind of and configuring the log levels in the console. So how to configure the log levels and how to use the triggers. Means we are using suppose multiple components. So if you want to connect with connect one other to other, you can go for the these connectors actually, triggers we call. So and if you want to run number of times, you can have the this loop also will be there. So these are the just basics. So Next, we'll see how to download this open source studio. Okay, that also we cover. 1 minute. So you can directly go to the Google site and then go to the site Talent Open Studio. Okay, then you have the open Talent Open Studio. So there you can have the different, you can see this is the actual site Talent. So here in the Talent site you have the different products will be there. So you can see here Talent Data Fabric, so data integration, then why we need Talent. Okay, so we have the free trial will be there. So 1 month they will give you license for you. You can use for 1 month. Okay, after 1 month you need to buy actually. So instead of free trial you can go for the open source. Okay, so open source solutions we have different types of. So open studio for data integration, open studio for the big data, open studio for ESB, and open studio for data quality and stretch. So these are the different based on your requirement you can go for the uh, tool actually. Okay, that directly you can download without any it will not ask any, just it will ask your basic things, your name, your NH ID, email ID, that, those details only to ask. Okay, so here another thing is we have two types of environments. So your operating system normally, suppose you are using Windows, you can go for the Windows, you can click the Windows, or if you have the Mac you can go for the Mac. Okay, so simply just you can click this here, it will download some 1.5 GB. Okay, after downloading you can unzip that file and you can install the studio actually. Okay, you can install anywhere in your C drive or D drive, you can install in the uh, your machine actually. So that is the installation. So how to download the open studio and you can install it actually. So once your installation successful and you can go for the uh, so you can, so these are the normally, so when this talent is so we'll go for the this talents tool, how it is be when it is started actually, what are the different types of products we have, we can go for it. So this talent is located in Los Altos, California, and this talent is offering different products. Okay, talent open studio for the data integration, talent open studio for big data, and talent enterprise data integration. This is the integration, talent enterprise is the licensed one. So if you want to buy means talent enterprise will be there. And starting when it is opened the talent in 2006, at that time they uh, distributed under the LGPL, means Linux Global License Protocol. So it was launched in 2006, and in later stage in 2008, so it has been downloaded over 1 million times. Then in January 2012 the product totally 20 million downloads over 3500 clients.
This conference will now be recorded.